Hello everyone, welcome to The Sick of It, a special highlight from Best of BFM. I'm your host, Lisa. Best of BFM, or BOB for short, is a festival in celebration of students' projects from the Baltic Film Media and Art School at Tallinn University from the past year. For 2 weeks at our Supernova Cinema, we showcase projects made as a part of the BFM curricula. The festival ends with a gala where the top projects win awards. Right here at our show, we will be meeting the young students from different programs who have screened their works and will be getting into the sick of it. Hearing all about their project, the creative process, and learn about their very own personal experiences on set and within their BFM program. Today, I will be speaking to the film arts students about one of their projects, Beggars Can Be Choosers, and this study program overall. But before, let's take a look on the introductory clip.
Eile said välja, täna korjad taara.
Kergused ei vali. Kõik või? Või minna?
Sul pole kuhugi minna ju. Ära hulgu siin enam öösiti. Ma hoian sul silma peal.
Welcome to our campfire corner, and let me introduce you our guests. Here is Annalise, a producer of the film Beggars Can Be Choosers. Hello.
Hi.
And Kent, he is a sound producer from Film Arts program. Hello.
Hello.
Today we're having a little bit interesting situation because you guys are not from the same project, but I think it will be even more interesting like this. So, let's start from the first question. Annalise, what is your film Beggars Can Be Choosers about?
Oh, it's hard to say shortly, but I think it's, for my own words, it's a story about a young guy who's just released from the prison. He's a tourist thief, and right now he's collecting the used bottles to offer the birthday gift for his young daughter. He hasn't spoke with his daughter for like whole time he was in prison. And the main thing is that he has a really big ego, and it's a really shame pressure for him to do this kind of thing. And all and over again, he always found himself in the same jewelry store. And after some incidents and some more pressure environment, he still finding himself in this jewelry store. And he's going in. I'm not saying what's the case there.
And how you and your team created the idea? What was the inspiration?
All of our films had to be inspired by the screenwriter's own life.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. Not just the screenwriters, but I think the directors and producers, and basically everyone from the crew could just say their word.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And my screenwriter is approximately 10 years older than me, and he's a really wide open, and he has a
Experience.
Oh, yeah,
he has a lot of life experience.
Yeah, life experience. And he talked about this situation, then me and the director was, oh yeah, we liked it. And then we put our own inspiration and our things there. And yeah, I think, but it's a really harsh story.
Harsh story, yeah.
Yes.
I noticed this. And how long did it take to come up with the idea for this movie?
We had...
I think the pre-production was planned for maybe 2 months, 3 months. I think, no, they started in the summer already, but the production was in November or something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty long and huge work.
Yes.
You know, coming up with good stories takes up a lot of time.
That's for sure. And I'm pretty sure that to come up with a good story, you also have to face some difficulties, right? Because it's always like this in every film set. So maybe you can share what was like the most complicated for you on your set, and maybe for you on your sets as well.
I think for me as the producer, the locations there, this jewelry store is one of the, I can't remember what's the exact word was from that, but like it's really expensive. One of the most expensive stores in the Baltic. And I was like really scared because we're going in with our techniques and everything, and there was this guy who just standed and stared at the eyes, and it was really. Yeah, I was nervous, but everything went really well, and everything understood the environment and the. So
yeah, I really hope you didn't have any accidents on this jury list.
No,
okay.
Luckily no. But
okay.
yeah, we walked. We didn't wear footwear. We were in the socks and everything. Everything was so clean, and yeah, it was. But I don't know. The production went actually really well. It's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just remembered that we actually were in the same team. I was cooking for your set.
Oh yeah, he was cooking for me.
Okay, so now we're on the same line.
For some days. But about my project, well, in the set as a sound guy, I had quite some difficulties because some locations were quite near a really busy road, so there was a lot of car noise coming in.
Yeah. Okay. We were also in the old town.
It's quite impossible to get like mint clean sound, but also the film cameras, we had to film those films to a film scroll, and the older film cameras make hell of a lot of noise. And yeah, this is quite heavy to get out in the post.
I understand.
All of the guys managed.
You achieved a very good result, so maybe let's take a look on another clip from this movie. Welcome back to the studio, and now I would love to more talk about your personal experience during the film sets. So basically, it is pretty common for all of the film makers, as far as I know, that their movies somehow influence their lives. So maybe you can share how creating the Beggars Can Be Choosers changed your personally and your perception of film industry.
I just learned to love cooking again.
Oh,
it was really good food.
No,
it was
well,
really good
thank
food.
you, thank you.
No, I think the main thing was that both the screenwriter and director was about approximately 10 years older than me, and I was like a little girl. I had two big guys, and it was yeah, we're doing it, and we're doing that, and it was like okay, I think we can do it, and I just really like pushed myself out of the comfort zone with this movie. I went all in. I didn't say no to anything, I think, and it was the fun part of it, I think.
Fun part of it. Yeah, I think it is very important to also somehow to step out of your comfort
of
zone
course, yeah.
to learn something new, right? And maybe you can also share some thoughts regarding this.
Well, about all of this project, I learned that there is never enough time.
Oh yeah.
There is never enough time, and yeah, that's basically it. Like I thought that I can manage to do the process on time with all of this short time that I had, but yeah, sadly I didn't get the exact result I wanted. So.
And it's like all the time this way. Like you don't have enough time in pre-production, you don't have time in set, you don't have time in post-production.
Yeah, we start so early, but we still always run a bit late. We
so
do
close so far.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you please describe how does the student film set looks like from behind the scenes? I think it might be very interesting also because you said that you had like some older people that are older than you and some younger. So how does it feel working in this environment?
I think for our course the main thing is really good community. We're like, we're not the course mates, we're all friends.
That's very nice.
Yeah, and I think this is the fun of it. I think it's fun to make a movie or whatever production or whatever thing if you're doing it with your friends. And I don't know, I just came from the set 2 days ago, and the well-known actor from Estonia said that if you're like keep going this way, the film has a really good future. So it's really good to hear that it's comparable to the big production sets and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always nice to hear that the old heads from the old times are saying that, yeah, young guys, you're doing quite amazing
And it's
job.
professional.
Yeah, it's like they're not just saying it to make us feel good, but they're actually saying that we are good. Not to brag or anything, but I think that we are actually working ourselves really hard and trying to do our best all the time, and it's slowly starting to pay off.
Yeah, and we all want to do it like perfectly. And it's good and it's bad.
It's good. Yeah.
There's
it has
pros
two
and
sides.
cons. Yeah, true.
Sometimes you can just kill yourself with this professionalism, but but that's what the film life is all about.
Yeah.
But can you tell me, please, to achieve such a good environment on the set, did you need to have like some sort of a background to go to film arts program?
I didn't have any.
I actually I used to work in live television before, and I still do sometimes, but I didn't have also any film experience, so I think it's not really necessary if you have a hard will and you know.
You want to do things that I think that's the most important thing.
And you have to be a team player most of the time.
Yeah, true. And I think for our course, the main thing is that maybe like you don't have to know everything, but if you suit to the community, it's good because we're like doing everything together, and this is the main thing.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. And as far as I know, film arts is not just a simple bachelor's program. Can you please tell me what is unique about your study program and how it is different from other BFM curriculums?
Well, I can think of one thing that I heard from our big boss, Veiko Vatman, last year. He told us that he has never seen in his years of work another course in whole of Tallinn University where is such a strong feeling of community. Like all of the film students stick together like a family. Sometimes we fight, but that's all right. All families fight sometimes. But usually, most of the time we actually really care about each other.
But like in film arts, the main thing I think is you're not just learning, you're doing it. It's not just theoretical, it's practical. And I think this is the key thing. You cannot make a movie with just your thoughts or your ideas. You have to do it. And I think this is the main thing where we're not doing only our school projects, they're pushing us out and giving to us the opportunities to do this kind of things. And I think this is the unique thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's not just a study program, it's quite a lifestyle right now. That you start in the morning in the studio, you go out in the day to do some maybe other work stuff, and then you come back in the evening also to do something else in the studio. So yeah, you live and breathe in the rhythm of film basically.
And you also study longer, you have 4-year program,
years,
right? Yeah, so basically that's a pretty long time all together, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And is it true that you had to choose like from the very first year your role?
We had to choose it before we came in.
Oh, so you had to know before
Yes.
coming.
Yeah.
Okay. So regarding this, can you share maybe some tips for the people who would love to study on film arts? One from each of you. Little tip.
That's a really good question. I think from the sound perspective, what you have to do is work on something, at least something related with sound. You have to do music. You have to record podcasts. You have to have just even a little bit of experience of what means mixing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like you have to know, even the slightest bit could help you, because if you know nothing about sound or what even is a microphone or what even is I don't know what is, you don't know any editing programs, then yeah, you're a bit screwed. But I think that with hard work you can learn it.
Yeah, I think it's the main thing that with hard work you can learn everything.
You just have to be brave and write to maybe one of us from our course or someone from the school, so we can just take you in before the school, and you also get to mention it in your CV. So
I think from production side, the main thing is you have to be open-minded and you have to want to do it, because it's not like I'm doing it and doing that and then I'm going there. No, you have to be like on the spot all the time. And but I think the open-minded
All right.
perspective is a really good thing.
Enthusiasm is also
Enthusiasm.
quite
Nice.
a strong word for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, guys, for sharing these tips and for sharing your experience. And now let's take a look on some backstage video from this amazing environment as you described before. Here we have it. I learned a lot from Annalise about her amazing film and Ken about Film Arts Study program. To learn more about different projects, check out the other interviews from the Sick of It, and to discover the various programs within BFM, make sure to visit the Tallinn University website. Who knows, maybe you will be the next one sitting on this chair. Stay tuned for the upcoming Bob Gala on 13th of June. You can watch it on the Tallinn University YouTube channel. I was your host Lisa. Thank you for joining me today.